putting somebody in jail at the age of 16 or 18 or whatever is nonsensical. You know what I'm saying? Because
there's still going.
if I got caught for 10% of the shit that I like, my life would be over.
We'd be doing time, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Did you ever spend time inside of a jail cell?
Never.
I did once, one night.
What did you do?
It was I was 18 years old, I had just turned 18. And once again, I was working at Arahova Sulaki.
Yeah, Arahova Sulaki.
And then there was a guy by the name of
Arahova. Let's just call him Alfred. Oh, no, not Alfred. Let's call him... Je comprends.
Oh, tu compris, okay.
But
okay.
Let's just call him Adam.
Okay, whatever. Adam was he was like...
Adamant.
He was a troublemaker, but he was not like us. Like, we were troublemakers because we were trying to get bored and we really...
Trying to get laid, kind of, in an indirect way, like...
And, like... He was just like he was trouble. Like, he was really trouble. Like, if ever you would hang out with him, you would get like in some sort of trouble.
He went to our high school.
I know. And that guy called me one night and he's like, yo, bro, we have to go out. We have to go out. I know that you have your fake ass permit. Like the license, the driver's license that I had was I could drive with somebody else that's been driving for 2 years.
Yeah.
So I had that license and he knew that I could get a car from my parents because my dad was a cab driver and we had like 12 cars in front of the house. So he's like, yo, you could definitely grab one of those and we could go. Not 12 cars, but like four cars. And then I'm like, no, man, I finished work and then I'm going home. I was trying to be good. I remember talking to him. Bro, this man calls my work. He calls the restaurant.
This is the kind of shit that we used to do before, like Instagram and shit. Like,
yeah, before Instagram.
Like landlines. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
landlines.
We knew each other's landlines and we knew what landline we were at.
Yo, we used to remember phone numbers.
Bro. Yeah, we used to remember phone numbers and whatnot. And he called my restaurant and I'm like, this guy wants to talk to you on the phone. Like line one. I'm like,
and in your head, you're like, Adam.
In my head, I'm like, fucking Adam. Grab the phone. He's like, yo, no, we have to go. No. I'm like, no, bro, not tonight. Boom, I hang up. He comes to the restaurant.
Jesus.
Yeah, he was, this guy was relentless in his pursuit of whatever the fuck he needed to do.
Of happiness.
Let's call it happiness. He shows up. He's like, yo, there's gonna be girls. There's gonna be girls. Yo, the guys are coming. And then next thing you know, bro, we're using my car
to go to a club.
And I just turned 18. And so we get in the car. First of all, I'm with that Adam guy that I knew, and he's with his soccer friends. And his soccer friends all from the hood.
All guys.
All from the hood that I don't know, and they're all like quote unquote like cool kids because they're older.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't be hanging out
and
with 18-year-olds. And they
start smoking cigarettes in your car and shit.
And they shouldn't be hanging out with 18-year-olds. You know, those type of guys.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, we were in a car. I only knew one of the guy, which was let's call him Bike. But
and who was that in real life?
Anyways, so I only knew one of the guys, and we drive downtown. We get there. The first thing that happens, we get into the club. I bump into one of my soccer coaches. Now, when you're 18 years old and you're don't have any sense of direction as to what it is to be a man, your soccer coach is the idea of what a man is, because he's in his mid-20s.
Yeah.
He's somewhat good looking. He's getting laid. You know he's getting laid for sure.
For some reason.
For some reason, you know it. So he has the answer in his mind. And you look up to him. And I bump into my soccer coach. And next thing you know, he lines up some shots. And because he sees me, he's like, yo, what the fuck? I teach soccer and you're my soccer team. And oh, shit, let's get you drunk. So he lines up some shots for me. And when you're in your mid-20s and you buy an 18-year-old like 3 shots, it means the world to that 18-year-old. You know?
For sure. For sure, bro. You're like, I'm in the big boy club?
Yeah, you're like, oh my God, I'm accepted. And then, so 3 shots in and whatnot, whatever, I'm drunk, okay? Like, at the end of the night, I'm drunk. I don't know what happens in the club. We're walking towards my car towards the end of the night. My dad's car towards the end of the night, and I'm with the bad guys that shouldn't be hanging out with 18-year-olds. And I was woke enough at that time to be like, I can't drive. Like
That's woke.
that's woke as fuck.
That's woke, ladies and gentlemen.
That was the only woke shit I did that night.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm like, yo, I can't drive. And then one of the older guys is like, yo, bro, I got this, bro. And I'm like, yo, you know what, man? You're older than me, so it must mean that like you understand life better and you're more responsible than I am. You could definitely grab my keys and drive my dad's car, man.
Yeah.
Fuck it. So so I give this guy the keys, a guy that I don't even know, really. We start driving, bro. Next thing you know, I'm sitting in the back middle seat. So envision me, I'm in the middle of the back seat. There's one pussy waladem to my left, one pussy waladem to my right, and two guys in the front, two older guys in the front. This dumbass that was driving, he looks back. You know when you look back to your right to check your blind spot before you're about to change lanes? So I could see him in my drunk state. I see him looking right towards my right shoulder, like staring there, but he stared for like 5 seconds. Just like a dumbass looking there for 5 seconds. When we're driving at like 60 kilometers an hour, you know, like with a dumbass look. And I vividly imagine him. Next thing you know, bow, we hit another, we hit another car. The car in front of us hits another car.
Shit.
It went boom, boom.
This is not on the highway.
No, this is not on the highway, but this is like a speedy street. We're drunk in Montreal. Let's keep it moving kind of street, you know? Let's roll at like 60 or 70 kilometers an hour. Bro, boom, boom. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
La boom boom
Yeah, boom, boom, shile. Bro, we hit another car. The first thing I do, I reach over my friend who's on my left and I open the door to the backseat left side car.
Shut the fuck up.
The two older guys that are in front, the guy at the right wing convinces the guy that just drove and smashed into the car
You have
in
to
front
run.
of us.
Run.
Listen to this.
For sure, run.
He's like, put your legs on the steering wheel and push yourself back. As I'm leaning over my friend to step out of the back seat, he puts his feet on the steering wheel and pushes himself back to my middle spot.
Okay.
So it kind of looks from the outside perspective, there's nobody in the driver's seat and there's my drunk ass stepping out. My ass that just turned 18 years old is stepping out drunk. They're like, first thing that the people in the front cars say when they see the whole scene, they're like, he's drunk, call the cops. That's all I remember hearing.
For sure.
So they see a scene where there's nobody in the driver's seat. There's my drunk ass like trying to understand what happened. And the cops pull up, man. The cops
Shut the fuck up, the cops pull up. How much time after?
I lost sense of time, but like we were downtown. So like cops were there like instantly.
Yeah.
Like a 3-car collision, cops are there instantly downtown. The cops are there. And
parents are still sleeping.
Parents are sleeping. Parents have no fucking idea the car's not even there. The parents have no idea the car's not there. Anyways, people are arguing, whatever. The older guys convince, as I'm like talking to, my drunk ass is trying to like talk to
the cops,
to the cops and to the victims, which was a huge mistake. The older guys convince everybody to run away. Because the cops,
of course,
the cops were preoccupied with my drunk ass trying to explain.
Which is like you're the owner of the car, really.
Yeah, like
it's your dad's car.
Yeah, it's my dad's car, so I'm the owner
without a license.
So the guys, they run away. They run away, and bro, I get put into the backseat of a cop car with handcuffs on my hand as a brandly new 18-year-old young man, and we drive to the cop station, and it's the cop station on Guy. On Guy and like René Lévesque, like that one. I don't know if you
Guy and René Lévesque.
It's like
yeah,
that one.
Yeah. No, not Guy and René Lévesque. Guy and Saint Catherine, no.
No, I think you think it's Saint Catherine, but it's lower down. It's actually lower down. It's René Lévesque.
The one beside McDonald's is Saint Catherine.
No, it's not that one.
Okay,
it's not that one. Anyways, so we pull up, bro, and all I remember saying the whole ride, it was like, I didn't drive. Because back then, when you're 18 and you just came out of high school, it wasn't cool to snitch. So I knew that rule, like to not snitch. But now thinking about it, bro, I should snitch on his bitch ass.
For
man.
sure, bro. That's the hard lesson.
Yeah, so I was just like, yo, I didn't drive. It wasn't me. And then the guy that took my fingerprints down, I remember telling him, bro, I didn't drive. And I was looking at him as a brandly new, virgin ass 18-year-old boy who barely had hairs on his balls.
Yeah,
And
but
being like, bro,
way too much alcohol in his system.
way too much alcohol in his system. Like, bro, I didn't drive, man. It wasn't me. And then he walks me towards the jail cell that he was gonna throw me in, and it was like a community jail cell with like a bunch of other fucking, I think homeless people / people who got in trouble. And then I looked at him. I'm like, bro, please don't put me in there. I looked at him like, yo, you cannot.
As a young boy, really, you thought you were a man, but at that moment you realized
No.
you were a boy.
No. Actually, it's funny you mentioned that because the most terrifying thing to me was when I was filling up the application form to like get into the prison or the jail cell. It's not a prison; it's a jail cell, whatever it's called.
It's a jail.
Yeah, it's a jail. It is for the first time in my life. I had to write that I was an adult and not a adolescent.
Yeah.
You know, that was the first time in my life. I was freshly 18 years old.
Yeah.
Like I had no idea what it meant to be an adult.
Yeah.
So when I had to like check the check mark of like I'm an adult, that's when it hit me the most, you know?
You're like, yo, I'm gonna start a podcast.
Okay, this thing is still recording. And then yeah, he brings me to the community cell. I'm like, yo, bro, please don't put me in there. He's like, okay, bro, you know what? He actually felt bad for me. And he's like, I'm gonna hook you up.
He's like, look at you, little boy.
Look at you, little boy, with your fat ass with no hair on it. Boy, I'm gonna bring you over here. He's like, follow me. No, but
Put you in the woman's cell.
no. He didn't put me in the women's cell, but he did put me in a presidential suite, all exclusive.
Your own bathroom.
Yeah, my own bathroom.
Because you had to share a bathroom with a whole bunch of homeless.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
That would, yo, bro, for your little fucking virgin boy ass. Damn, bro. Man.
So he put me in the presidential suite, which meant one bathroom, one brick of a bed. A brick. It wasn't even a bed. It was you know those like seats that you see in the park, like
benches.
A bench. It was a fucking bench as a bed. It was a bench as a bed. Luckily for me, I was drunk enough to like fall asleep.
For sure. And then you wake up in the morning.
Then I wake up and oh, bro, listen to this. No, listen to this. Is the worst part.
When you wake up, you're like, wait,
yeah, bro. Waking up in a jail cell, you're shocked, bro. You know those nights when you get drunk, you're like, where am I? When you wake up,
sometimes you wake up, you're like, wait.
What is this?
Where am I?
Yeah, you're like, where the fuck am I?
And you wake up and you're like, takes you like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute. Wait. And then you realize.
And right away, you go to
my little boy ass is in a jail cell. I didn't pass go. I'm in the cell.
My little boy ass is in gym cell. Yeah, so that's exactly what happened. And then the worst part about it was that my auntie and my uncle were visiting from Iran.
Oh!
And my uncle and my dad came to pick me up at the jail cell.
Oh, your fucking uncle, fresh off the flight
to Canada.
Plane.
Like, oh, this is Canada, very nice. And then, okay, well, guess what, bro? The little homie's doing time inside, bro.
Yeah.
Because he's too reckless.
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah, man. So I had to spend I didn't have to spend. My dad, man, I can't believe now. Like, I was thinking about this now. I was like, bro, if my son cost me like $5,000 or $7,000 of like lawyer fees and like fixing the car fees.
Oh, you paid lawyers?
Yeah, I had to pay lawyers and go to
Really?
court. Yeah, I got acquainted, luckily.